Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm Chris, or the Soul Sandstormer here, and today I'm here for a different kind of episode. Today is something that a lot of people have been playing, is Scrap Mechanic. We're in the survival series of Scrap Mechanic today, and I kinda couldn't do live commentary on the actual recording of this, so doing a post-recording thingy, and I probably don't remember anything I did yesterday when I actually recorded this. So, hey, whatever. That here we are in Scrap Mechanic Survival. I kind of skipped over the starting of the Scrap Mechanic Survival. You start off in a ship and you have to get a few basic resources. I followed somebody else's kind of starting survival thingy. So I have the main power battery from where you're supposed to put it in the ship. I did not put it in the ship because the ship isn't even necessary, because you can find the mechanic station first easier and plug it in there. So I'm taking the time now. I looted a few places, so I built this little platform and put it on a lift, and I'm just heading over to the mechanic station that way. It seems a lot easier than just trying to craft everything there, build a car, because the car is slower than running, as we will find out soon enough. So, I hope in the next recording I can do live commentary, but we'll see. We'll see. So at this point here, I found this little town and a building behind it, and I also found the mechanic station there. I was really surprised as to how close to spawn it actually was. I didn't actually spend a lot of time trying to get over here. Of course, I had to take the time to keep placing and replacing the lift and whatnot. But about that town, they're really, really good for resources and definitely scrap wood, which you can turn into normal wood, as we'll see later when I actually get the craft bot, which took quite a bit of time. But yeah, so we made it all the way to the mechanic station pretty quickly. Oh, there goes my. I decided to change a few settings to better do the recording. Uh, or not, I guess. I was checking a few things. It's whatever. I didn't change anything there. Okay. Well, here we move on to the mechanic station. Okay, so here I am checking the little sleep things in the back of the mechanic station. I went to the second one last because there's always a hay bot in here trying to be annoying, but it also has the main power, which is a very, very good source of weight in the lighter cars that you have to deal with at the beginning. So I have two power things. One will go to the actual mechanic station to get us the power we need to run the machines, and that's about it. Alright, so here we are inside the mechanic station. Boom, there goes the battery. We're up and running. Yeah, there's that nod of approval there. So I took a look at the materials to make the craft bot. I needed some more component kits as well as circuits. So I dropped a few things off and I started to head out on a journey to make the parts I needed for a car. Of course, I needed an engine and a seat first, but Oh, and this is also when I realized that I could go to that town over there just by running and grab a bunch of wood from them. So I went to go destroy those, or destroy, sorry, wrong choice of words. Take their wood. I also grabbed some beeswax here. There was a lot of beeswax actually that I found around the mechanic station as well as down the road a ways. So it's always helpful to have beeswax. You can make tires fairly easily and a few other things fairly easily as well. Okay, so here we are at the little town here, and as you can see, I started to destroy the entirety of the structure to get wood. There's a lot of wood in here. I ended up getting, I think, about maybe 7 or 8 stacks, but here we are, and you'll see I'll probably open my inventory in a few seconds, and you'll see how much wood I actually got, and that is all of the stuff I put on a lift, because of course my inventory was full, uh, so I ended up getting quite a bit of stuff. These few AC units and things like that. Yep, there's my inventory full. Uh, yep, there we go. That's about, I think that was 8 or 9 actually stacks of wood, and I think a couple of stacks of the mesh block, which is pretty cool. I like the mesh block. I used it on the vehicle. I'll probably get rid of it when I actually get a better vehicle, but we'll see. We'll see what I'll do with that. So I started to take some stuff off of the 2 platforms I made, and I got to building a vehicle. I was ready to go. We started building the exploration vehicle as soon as I possibly could, and here's a time lapse of me doing so. Okay, so after doing some inventory cleaning and stuff, as you saw there, I placed a few blocks around just so I could have space in my inventory, and of course, since I wasn't using them, I put them in a safe spot. Built a few walls, which is an excellent strategy to keep specific bots out of the mechanic station, which is very nice. I took a few lighting pieces and put them on the car. It's purely for partly aesthetics and partly actual use. But it's nice having a toggleable light switch thing, so at night you can actually see properly. Of course, when I actually get the paint gun thing, which I did not craft this episode, and I do not know why. I'll probably do that off camera for the next one. but we'll be able to color the lights properly, and yeah, it'll look real nice. So if you guys want a video explaining how wiring works and how things go together to actually build a car or any other item in the game, let me know down in the comments, and I will see how many people want to do it. If you want one, then sure, why not? So as you can see here, I started to test the vehicle, and it was quite terrible. The scrap wheels are utterly atrocious, but I drove over to the little town thing and started putting some stuff on the back. I also wanted to loot the big tower thing over there, so I headed over to do that, and it'll probably take a while, but yeah, that's what I did. Okay, so here I am at the tower. Now I am going to just skip to the end of the tower because I don't think I found anything interesting here, so it might as well. I mean, what else am I gonna do? Okay, so after the tower was done, I headed back home. Got a few things, not too much. We got some plants, some antennas, some seeds. I think some more wood as well. Yep, there we go, wood and mesh block. We found a few glass, which is always nice to have to put on our vehicles for later. I do have a lot of plans, which you guys will all see very soon, very soon. I'm not too fast-paced with the game, but we'll see how long actual resource gathering takes. But I think the next vehicle I want to work on is definitely a mining vehicle to get stone and metal, because those are the most annoying pieces to try and get. As you can see there, I needed 2 more circuits, so I had to go out. I was hoping that there'd be a greenie or something around, but I just headed over and smacked these 2 chests to see if I got anything. There you go, I got one. Didn't get one. Didn't get one either. Kubota kits are good though. Fought this guy. Didn't drop it. Sadness. I started climbing this mountain. I had a few A-bots chasing after me. I think I took care of them though, once I got up to this incredible floating wheelbarrow up here. I ended up grabbing this stuff later. I think I did it off camera, but yeah, so pro tip, don't fight many of these guys at once, because they'll push each other into you and you will get hit by 1 or 2 of them, especially if there was 3 like there was there. And there's the circuit I needed. Awesome. So we're going to head back to the mechanic station probably and go and build the craft bot, because that is the most essential, important piece of scrap mechanic. I also was kind of amazed that this fell when I took away that 1 pipe piece. It was pretty funny. And here we go, up to the mechanic station. Boom, there's the craft bot. Amazing. Now, one thing I wanted to point out, this game is running on low. Everything is pretty much low, as you saw in the little clip I had with me looking at the settings there. Because my computer is not powerful enough to do recording and playing scrap mechanic at the same time. Normally, I'm running at somewhere around medium-ish settings, but I have some parts that are just not good, and I do need to upgrade it. I have a few parts that are a couple of years old, but I hope it is one day we'll get there. One day I'll be able to upgrade all of my stuff. So there's some metal, there's some wood I'm creating there. And yep, I'm ready to make 2 wheels. There they are. I finished crafting them, put them on the vehicle. And then we headed outside to test, because who doesn't like to test? Especially in scrap mechanic. You always have to test a scrap mechanic. And it did not seem any better than it was. It's actually quite bad. It was the slightest bit better, but wasn't too much. I think I went back because I really wanted some other stuff, and I think at this point I went into the ocean because I realized that I could make a gas engine pretty easily. So I went ahead and grabbed all the pieces I need. I think you needed 5 crude oil. The glue clams are just for stuff for later, but I ended up using it on a source for making metal in the future, so that's what that was for. But yeah, so I needed 5 crude oil for the gas engine. Electric engine is pretty much useless until you start going to warehouses because batteries are a pain to get, a serious pain to get. So I mean, you have to sacrifice a few things with the electric engine, but overall I'd say don't use them unless you really want to. In my personal survival world, I did use them on my exploration vehicle for a short time because I had explored a bunch of warehouses, but it used way too much batteries. I think the devs really should fix how much batteries actually get used up by an electric engine, or the straight up system that determines what depletes fuel in general, because I don't think it works very well, if I'm honest. Okay, here we are. I realized that I needed 5 more circuits to make a a gas engine, and I made some glue because I wanted to make a chest, but I decided to completely ignore the fact that I was going to make a chest, and I used the metal to make more wheels. Yeah, I used it to make more wheels. So there they are in our inventory there, and I'm about to put them on the vehicle now. Yes. And we'll also see that it was literally pointless to do anything because the gas engine is really what helps everything. The scrap engine, which is on the vehicle right now, the really busted up green engine thing, it's not good. It's just not. And we'll see why in a few seconds here, because even though we put these nicer wheels, because the scrap wheels actually are not round, which is very good touch, thank you devs. And come on, drop a car. There we go. Made sure I had enough fuel, of course, should always do that. And not any faster. It's the tiniest bit because of those front wheels still. I ran over this haybot, not really, like a tiny bit. And this turned out to be the worst thing I could have ever done. I don't know why I did this, because I just caused an entire problem for myself, as you'll see here in a few seconds. Yep, he gets up. I try and run him over again, but I forgot how slow it is. And there goes my seat and my bar light. What an excellent day it is in scrap mechanic. So I came up with a weird strategy to get it back. Since the engine would still be running, I just pointed it towards the mechanic station, used a tiny bit of fuel, and just directed it towards that because why not? So at this point, I went out to just find the damn circuits myself. So I started walking out, or jumping out, sure, whatever. I just ran down the road and tried to find anything I could. I found one building here. I don't know if this is the one that I got attacked by like 6 farm bots at once. Or sorry, hay bots at once. I think it's the next one. Yeah, no, it's not this one. And of course, we also found the vegetable packing station. I think it was the vegetable one. I'm not completely sure. We did also see the fruit one. We didn't actually go over to it, but we'll see that later. Okay, so that building had pretty much nothing. And I found a gold chest. Look at that. Look at it. And what do we get from it?
Bruh.
Clothes. Okay, so yeah, confirmed it is the vegetable packing station. I came to go check it out and I found this guy. Kind of jumped on him, which was amusing to me. But yeah, after that I headed back to the mechanic station to rebuild all the crap that he destroyed. I needed 100 wood. There it is. And we are good to go. All I had to do was connect it. And then I said, oh wait, I need 3 more circuits. So I went out and tried to go find some more. I looked at a few buildings, headed over. And I don't know if we got... Oh, we found this biome. We found a cotton place. Okay, this is the point I got attacked by like 5 at once, which is absolutely terrifying. Yep, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4. He ran down the ramp there. And I was very surprised I didn't die. You can see how low my health was there. Look at that. Look at that. I survived. There's the 4th circuit, I'm pretty sure. Grab some more cotton for later, because dress bot. I upgraded the craft bot a few more times. Oh, is that level 4? Okay, so the next episode I'll probably upgrade that to level 5. But there is the gas engine. I did it. That's it. We got it. And now to wait. There it is. There's the gas engine. There's my nod of approval. Very aggressive nods of approval there. Very happy that I got the gas engine. Because this thing sucked. So at this point, I was ready to go because this gas engine was epic, and oh my god, look at that. Look at it go. Oop, hit a cow there. It's very epic. And ready, here we go, lights. Yeah. Look at that epic view. Oh, I flipped it. Okay. This thing does barrel rolls for days, man. We'll see. We'll see that later in the time lapse I'll do later. I remember about the time lapse later. That's interesting. Anyway. Here we go. Look at that thing drift. So nice. So, now we take the time to explore, and I think the time lapse comes here, but we'll see. There's the vegetable packing station. I think I stopped at 2 buildings before I actually went on and discovered some epic places, aka a warehouse. If you guys don't know what a warehouse is, I will explain a lot more about them in later episodes, because I also have something very special planned for the warehouses later in the series. Man, this thing drives ridiculously, and I love it. I think I might just not get rid of this. Of course, I'll probably replace it with metal or something heavier, so it's not stupid, but you can do jumps pretty nicely. Which is always epic. Yeah, I stopped at this building, grabbed some stuff. I didn't think I found anything interesting here, so that's about it for this one. Okay, so here we are, putting the loot on the vehicle. I got another clothes box thing. Got some pipes, which I extended out the exhaust for. It looks kind of neat, not gonna lie. Yeah, after that, I got on the road. I got a lot of component kits, actually, which is very nice. I think I upgrade the engine at the next building, but we'll see. Oh, it was right up the road here. Okay. Yeah, I think I upgraded it here. Yep. There we go. And I put it on like full power just to see how nutty it was after we left, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, let's see if anything we got is interesting here. Okay, got some spuds, fertilizer, kinda epic. Got a lot of gas, which is also epic. Oh, we can upgrade it again. Oh, yes. I think this was the... Yeah, I put it on max here just to see. Look at it go. If that had metal and stuff, this would be very effective because center of mass would be really low. And we could hit some good speed with it, so... Maybe we'll do that later. Of course, once we get suspension, which I think is the next goal I wanted to reach. Yeah, it's going to be incredible. Okay, so at this point, the time lapse is going to start in a few seconds here after I put these chemicals on the car as well as the tomato seeds. Because I didn't really find anything else and I didn't really bother going into more buildings. I'll probably do it off camera, but there's just not much else to see really, so yeah. So as you saw there, I rolled the vehicle a lot of times, but it always landed on its wheels, which is always interesting. But there she is, and I think that's a 4-story warehouse. I don't know. But here we are back. Oh my god, that cow went flying. We're back at the mechanic's shop and putting the vehicle in to take the loot off and just protect it. And that's pretty much it. This is the conclusion to the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I also was, yep, here we go. How to make the metal 2. We needed ember, which is we could find at the spawn area. And we needed water bottles, which we get from this thing. And I had enough to make it, so I just grabbed the stuff I needed and threw it in there. But yeah, other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you like me to continue this series, just let me know. I probably will anyway, because I have nothing better to do. It's quarantine. It's just time to have some fun, you know? I haven't recorded in a while, especially something as long as this, so, you know what? Whatever. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.